I did have top surgery 5 years ago. Thank you. Yeah, shout out to my surgeon. Surgeons really are nature's most expensive sewing machines. To dispel any rumors, though, I truly had top surgery so I could slide better on slip and slide. A lot less resistance that way. And I do mean a lot. God truly gives his biggest knockers to his most genderqueer soldiers. It's cruel. If the binary was a party, I wasn't invited.
Please give a round of applause for Keira McGill!
Yeah, start with some high energy. When I say high, you say energy high. Energy. Plenty. It's gonna be the perfect amount. I'm really fascinated by MAGA Republicans and their justifications for why they vote the way they do. Like, I've heard so many of them say, well, like, I'm tired of politicians. I'm tired of politicians in the government. I feel like that would be like if I had a clog in my toilet. I was like, I'm tired of plumbers and all of their years of training. So I just pull a guy off the street to punch the toilet, see what happens. Now it's broken in 2 ways. All right. I also think it's interesting how conservative media will refer to the queer community as the alphabet mafia. I think that the true alphabet mafia are the Irish. What do you need all those letters for, Siobhan? Why are you guys Trojan horsing in a bee? It's hoarding the vowels. Tell you what, it's giving me conspiracy theories about old MacDonald's farm. E-I-E-I-O, you get it. I am non-binary. Yeah. Or, as my mom likes to call me, her little lady. No, my mom's come a long way. The first time that she referred to me as non-binary, we were in Marshall's in my conservative hometown. And it was to a woman I did not know. It's like, even a broken clock is right twice a day. And sometimes that clock is attached to a bomb. I love the non-binary spectrum, you know? I feel like a human Rorschach test. Where like either I'm interpreted as a middle-aged chemistry teacher or a small boy. Which, to be fair, when I was mistaken as a middle-aged chemistry teacher, I was wearing clogs in a Home Goods. And I, again, hate to gender stuff, but clogs are the boats of shoes. So I much prefer to be mistaken as a small boy, mostly for like the respect. So a free trial, amazing. On the flight here, the flight attendant knelt down and offered me a free ice cream. Yeah, for being a brave little guy. Flying by myself, so has a lot of perks. A lot of people ask me how like I knew that I was non-binary, and for me it's that I love to say I'm sorry, but I also refuse to use a map. Like, you could hit me with your car, I'll apologize. But if the GPS says to go left and my heart I'm feeling right, that's geography's problem, you know? It's not on me. I find that when I'm in the Midwest is when I'm most often gendered as a woman, get called ma'am a lot, etc. And I don't think it's because the Midwest is inherently more conservative. I think it's just because I look like every farmer's wife. Sturdy. I did have top surgery 5 years ago. Thank you. Yeah, shout out to my surgeon. Surgeons really are nature's most expensive sewing machines. To dispel any rumors, though, I truly had top surgery so I could slide better on slip and slide. A lot less resistance that way. And I do mean a lot. God truly gives his biggest knockers to his most genderqueer soldiers. It's cruel. I had surgery, and when I was having top surgery, my partner, she was filming for the TV show How I Met Your Father, starring Hilary Duff. Yeah, the woman who ended homophobia with the PSA, when you say gay, do you know what you say? And she was so kind, she took an interest in my surgery. She would ask how I was doing, and I got to meet her at the season 2 wrap party. And when I did, she said, hey, I know you from Instagram. I was like, that's so crazy. I know you from making me gay. Crazy how we know each other. And then she gave me a hug, and when she did, I got a searing pain in my left nipple, which I don't know if you know a lot about top surgery, but you often lose feeling in your chest for years, if not forever. But from that point on, I've been able to feel my entire left side. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is Hilary Duff is a true ally. She is out there putting in the work, healing the community. If she could just get the right, finish the job. I got my hair cut recently, thanks, yeah. I wanted a cool, shaggy, queer haircut. The hairdresser said, and I quote, I'm gonna let the scissors do the talking. Okay. Sure. The scissors decided to go with 1997 Time magazine cover of Ellen DeGeneres. That was their personal preference. I am starting to get gray hair. Not on my head, just collecting it in a Ziploc bag. If anybody wants to make a donation at the end of the night, I'm open to it. I first came out when I was in college, and when I did, my roommate, the first thing she said to me was, yeah, but what if semen, tasted like donuts, would you be straight? No. No, wouldn't be straight. I might suck a dick, though. Donuts are delicious. I'm an emotional eater. I have told that joke for a while, and I've only realized recently, oh, buddy, you could just buy donuts. You don't have to work that hard for the flavor. That's silly.